Hey guys, it's Phae and this is Day with Phae. Today I am going to be reviewing the entire Kendall by Kylie Cosmetics collection. I was really looking forward to this collection, so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to review the whole entire thing. Timestamps are going to be in the description below if you're looking for a specific piece of information. It's going to be there. So first up, I'm going to be reviewing the bronzer stick. This is in the shade Act Natural. They did just come out with a range of bronzer sticks for all different kinds of shades. So if you're not Kendall skin tone, then I'd probably recommend doing that. I am definitely not, but since I did get the whole collection, I said, let's see how it looks like on extremely fair skin. Let's do it. So when you take it out of the packaging, this is how it looks like. It's very minimal, which I like. All right, guys, this is how it looks like. So basically, you're gonna wanna do like a 3 and a little bit of a this, a 3 and a line. So let's do it.
Wanna get you out of this club and into the car and back to my spot. I'ma get you home, we can sip on ice. I could roll this weed, I'ma treat you right. Baby, we could go all night, doing all the things that you like. I'ma kiss your neck, I'ma pull your hair.
So I would definitely say that it is a little bit dark, but honestly it's not that bad. It feels extremely creamy. It reminds me a lot of the KKW contour sticks. I would say even creamier, honestly. So I wonder how Kim Kardashian feels about now Kylie's coming out with bronzer sticks. I will say that she did wait a really long time to come out with that after Kim had that in her line. It's definitely easy to blend and easy to work with. So honestly, I am impressed with this. All right, next up, I'm gonna put on the Kylight Stick. So this is in the shade Spotlight. So it's similar to the bronzer stick where it looks exactly the same. I guess if you wanted to tell the difference, you have to look on the bottom, or obviously you open it and you're like, oh wait, that's light. Okay, so let's put this on.
These models and these bottles got me drunk. I'm not used to attention. High school days, I was back in the...
So I'm gonna be extremely honest with you guys right now. I'm not a fan of how this applied on my face. I definitely do feel like it does have payoff, like I can see on the top of my lip and I can see on my nose. But right here where it blends in with my foundation, it almost like applies cake-like. So I'm not a huge fan. And maybe for a different skin type it would be better. My skin type is combination, but right here it's more dry than oily, so it just doesn't do well there, and I just don't like how it looks up close. So you could skip out on this in my opinion. All right, so next up we're gonna do the blush, which again comes in the same packaging, the same everything. This is in the shade Runway. Okay guys, so I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. I'll just put a little bit on my face again to do a little bit of a demo for you guys. So I like smile and I put it on the apples of my cheek, just like at the bottom. I'm only gonna do a little bit because I'm super pale. It blends really nicely with the beauty blenders. I would definitely say that. But I think in my personal opinion, I prefer powder blush versus cream blush. It's not bad, so I would say take it or leave it. I'm not obsessed with it. I do like the color is really nice, so I'll definitely give it that. It also says that you could use this for lipstick, so I'm gonna do that on the lipstick portion of my review. Okay guys, so next up I'm gonna be reviewing the blotting powder. Now I've never used a blotting powder before. What they say to do is that this is like your finishing step before the runway to eliminate any shine. I definitely got some shine going on in my chin and a tiny bit on my forehead. I'll put some on my cheeks too. I want to see how it applies because my forehead, if it's not the right formulation, can really look cakey. So I'm going to use what it comes with because it came with one and now I want to review it. It's supposed to go well on all skin types. Now the color of this is translucent. I'm translucent. No, I'm just kidding. So the pad itself feels really nice and soft. I like the consistency. It kind of reminds me of like memory foam. So, ooh, and I like the mirror. The mirror is really good quality. At the very least, this could be like a pocket mirror that you take with you. So anyways, I'm just gonna dab it up. and put it on my chin. Oh wow, it did a really good job taking away the shine off my chin. And it didn't like add any weird layer. Okay, let's do my forehead. Okay, remember how I said that it usually cakes up on my forehead? We're good. I'll do a little bit here. And a little bit here. I'm just gonna do it everywhere. Okay, you guys, honestly, I like that. I didn't think that that would be such a big deal to me, but I cannot stand the shine that comes out of my chin. That's like one area that is oily for my face. Honestly, pleasantly surprised. I definitely feel like this one is a must-have. All right, guys, so now we entered into the eyeshadow portion of our review. So I'm gonna swatch all of these. Later, I'm gonna do a swatch comparison to swatches that I do have. I'm gonna do a natural look. I'm only gonna do one look. If you guys are interested in me doing more looks, comment down below. Maybe I'll do that. Here's the packaging. It's really cute, I like it. Let's open it up. I like how minimalist the packaging is outside of the box. Here are all the colors. And I'm gonna dip into Cup of Tea, which is right over here. I think that this is a nice little creaser shade. I'm gonna dust that off. And then we're just gonna blend. Okay, payoff. That's what I'm talking about. Wow, okay. I see you. This is really cute, and I'm just gonna go over my crease and over my outer lid a little bit, you know? And I'm gonna do some just a little bit under. Paid off a lot just from that little bit of a dab. So, okay. And then I'm gonna do the same here. This is both my eyes with Cup of Tea. I think these are just both one swipe each. So I think that's pretty good, honestly. I'm gonna go in and just like add a little bit more. All right, next up, with that same shader brush, LOL, you're gonna take your Tiny and Cute, which is right here. You're gonna focus on the inside of your lid. That's it, okay. Pigment again. I am here for her. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. And then I'm also gonna just put some under my eye as well, just a little bit. Usually I use a liner brush, but honestly, girl, I am lazy. That's the real tea. And then I'm just gonna blend at the top. So far, I love it. Honestly, I feel like it does really good with pigment. It blends out really nicely. My brush is super happy working with this, and my skin is also super happy working with this. Now I want to see how a shimmer goes, so I'm going to take November 3, which I believe is Kendall's birthday, I think. The only reason I know that is because it's like 3 days before my anniversary, so. I'm going to give this the best shot that I can, so I'm going to spray this. Honestly, I used to use MAC Fix Plus, but it's not cruelty free, so if you guys have a spray that you recommend, just comment down below and let me know. That hoe is wet. I'm going to put November 3 just right on the lid. So honestly, this is definitely doing the job. I wish I had something that was like similar to MAC Fix Plus that was cruelty free, because I think that this would go on really nicely. Okay, next up, we're going to take Model Energy, which is right here. And I'm going to honestly just put this here with my finger. Ooh, that feels super nice and like velvety, which I like a lot. Anyways, we're going to just blend that out. I really like how these shadows feel on my skin. Okay, next I'm just gonna go back with my blending brush and I'm going to just blend that baby. And that's it. I really like how it looks like. Next up, I'm gonna be doing those eyeshadow swatches for you guys.
I'm not used to attention, high school.
Okay, so first up we have Model Energy, which is pretty much the color of my skin. I would definitely use this as an inner corner highlight. I think it's really cute. Next up we have November 3rd, which is a really pretty coppery color. It goes on really nice and smoothly. Let me lower the light real quickly so you guys can see it. There we go. Then we have Twice the Ice, which also would be a really nice inner corner highlight. I feel like it's definitely icy, hence the name. Next we have I'm Telling Mom, and oranges are really hard to be, I don't know, consistent and blend out really nicely. So you're gonna probably have to go in there a couple times with your brush for I'm Telling Mom. Next we have To the Moon and Back, and this is a really gorgeous pigmented color. I think that it's really pretty and different. Next we have Cup of Tea, which blends out really nicely. It also feels very velvety. Next we have You're Tiny and Cute, which honestly I struggled a lot to swatch, but it really does blend in really well in the eyes. Next we have Runs in the Family, which honestly is very pigmented and I feel like blends out really nicely. Next we have Thicker Than Water, which I think is also a really nice shade. It's very pigmented and bright. Next we have Here Kenny Kenny, which I feel like is a gorgeous color. You're gonna have to go in there a couple of times because I did notice that it faded out pretty quickly. But I feel like with bright, vibrant colors like this green, that's kind of really hard to get super pigmented in my opinion. Okay, next we have Brunettes Do It Best, which I think is really pigmented and blends out pretty nicely. And then we have Love You Sister, which is this really nice burgundy color. Then we have Loyal, which is also, I feel like would be a really nice crease shade and blends out really nicely. Then we have Scorpio Energy, which is pretty. You're probably gonna have to go in there more than once. This was 2 swatches for me. And lastly, we have Name a More Iconic Duo, which I think is a really pretty color. This was 2 swatches. All in all, I feel like all of these colors together are very different. It reminds me a lot of their Met Gala looks together. Now I'm gonna be putting on some mascara, some brow products, and then we're gonna get to doing the lip stuff for you guys. So first up, I'm gonna take that blush that we put here and we're gonna put it on my lips. Only because that's what I read that you could also do with it. I'm gonna just try that out right now. So this is Runway, and Runway is a warm rose.
Well, you could be
Phae for the night.
Phae for the night. You could be Phae for the night. You could be Phae for the night. You could be Phae for the night.
So I really love how this lipstick looks. Honestly, I think I prefer this for my lips than as a blush, but it does obviously like tie it in together when you do both. Obviously, because it's so much bigger, it's a little bit harder to put on your lips, so you gotta, you know, do it a little bit slow. But I think it's really sweet. It's a lot lighter than I thought it was gonna be, probably because it touched my face. It's definitely not gonna be kiss proof, so I'm just assuming. But I'll try it out for you guys anyways. So as you see, clean. And no, it's not kiss proof. So it's like one of those things that you're gonna have to like reapply a lot, but I think it's really sweet and cute. Next up, we're gonna be doing Sister, which I'm super excited about. Honestly, I love lip blushes and it totally makes sense why Kendall went with a lip blush versus like a normal lip formula, just because I feel like lip stains is more like her vibe. Sister is a rosy mauve.
Yeah, Playboy bunnies. Ha. Oh darling, can you see? Girl, I'm all you need for the night. You could be Phae for the night.
You guys, this lip blush is so beautiful and perfect. Honestly, I think I love how it looks like on Phae's skin. I really do think that this lip color would look good on a lot of different shades. It definitely seems really versatile. I love the lip blushes. Honestly, they're one of my favorites. They're so easy and chill. Recently, I've been gravitating a lot towards makeup that's minimal and easy, and I feel like this Kendall by Kylie Cosmetics vibe completely matches that. So I definitely feel like this is a must-have for sure. Okay, so next up, I'm gonna be taking Everything Everywhere Gloss, and Everything Everywhere Gloss is sheer gloss with shimmering copper, hot pink, and rose gold pearls. So they say that you can put this on your eyelids, so I'm definitely gonna go do that, and I'm also gonna put them on my lips.
Failure is red in me. Your man pull up my chair for me. He wanna marry me. My haters give me clarity and popularity. I'm still fucking boss. It's a burden. Everything I serve it like a bird. Like Russian, Dutch, and German. Floated, make you nervous. In that juicy wagon 22s looking murderous. I pop my shoulder. That picture gave this.
So I definitely think that putting this Everything Everywhere gloss on my lids was transformative. I really like how it applied for sure. It definitely does feel obviously different than wearing like eyeshadow. It feels a tiny bit sticky, but obviously it's gloss, so what can I expect? Putting it on as a topper on my lips is also really sweet. Honestly, I'm not really much of a gloss person, but I think that if I was, I would be obsessed with this. And the fact that you can apply it in so many different areas is really cute. I'm gonna go and put it on just by itself real quickly for you guys and show you that swatch.
Maryland without the bleach and with the glasses on, I'm 20 out of 20. Please try not to cry on me now that all my dreams are manifesting. Face is even big, she when it resting. I could write a million songs in my zone. I do no wrong. Chilling at the crib, t-shirt with no panties on. I pop.
So I think that this gloss is pretty cute. It's definitely very sheer. I think I would mostly use it for a topper. You definitely get those copper flicks in the light. Again, I'm not really a gloss person. I feel like I would probably skip out on the gloss. For sure, using it on my lid was awesome and I loved doing that. So now I'm gonna do the high gloss, and this is Can I Borrow That? And Can I Borrow That is a sheer berry. So this is extremely sheer. I would use this if you want a topper that's just straight up gloss, no flake, nothing like that. I'm gonna put this on top of the lip stain and then I'm gonna show you guys how that looks like.
This lethal black cashmere sweater is see through my icy glare. Need to ski-doo, you heard of me, guarantee you, cause all your friends saying queen who? Hey, it's Herbie, baby, and I ate so much cake. It's my birthday every day and I'll be staying in LA. Got so much sun, don't mind the shade. That shit sound like a serenade. While all of my hitters be fading away, see I might go ahead and replace all your favorites. I am that bitch, I'm a that bitch.
Okay, so I definitely love how this looks like on top of Sister Sister. I'm definitely gonna do lip swatch comparisons for you guys, so let's get there. So for swatch comparisons, I try to see if there was any glosses I had that were similar to the glosses I got from this collection. And honestly, I don't really buy a lot of glosses from Kylie Cosmetics, so not because there's anything wrong with Kylie Cosmetics glosses, I'm just not really a gloss fan in general. So I didn't have anything in my personal collection that matched that. So we have Bikini Bod, Sister Sister, and I'm Blushing. Now, I'm Blushing is definitely different from those two, so I'm going to just focus on these two. So comparing Bikini Bod to Sister Sister, they are pretty similar, but I would say that Sister Sister is on the darker side and more cool toned compared to Bikini Bod. And that's my swatch comparisons. If there is a swatch you want to see from me that I did not mention, just please comment down below and I'll get that swatch comparison out to you as soon as I can. So next up, I'm going to be seeing if there's any other similar eyeshadow colors to any other Kylie Cosmetics eyeshadow palettes for you guys. So first up, I wanted to see if November 3rd was similar to Glazed, and they definitely are, but I would say November 3rd is darker and peachier than Glazed. Next up, I wanted to see if Cup of Tea was similar to True's Mom. They are somewhat similar. I would definitely say that Cup of Tea is cooler and darker than True's Mom. Okay, ignore this shade. I was trying to see if it was similar. So this is from the Cocoa by Kylie Cosmetics palette, and I believe it's True Meaning. And then down here is Love You Sister. They're both pretty close, but I would say True Meaning is on the lighter end compared to Love You Sister. Okay, next up we have You're Tiny and Cute versus Party Time. I would say that they are pretty different. You're Tiny and Cute is cooler toned and more mauve-y compared to Party Time. Okay, so next up we have Beach versus Cup of Tea. I would definitely say that Beach is darker and Cup of Tea is on the cooler side. That concludes my swatches that are similar. That's every single thing. Honestly, again, just to reiterate, I love the bronzer stick. I also like the blush stick, but for lips, it's really cute on the lips. I also obviously love the lip blush. I think that this is gonna be a color I wear a ton. And I also really was super impressed with the blotting powder. So all four of these I feel like are my must-haves from this collection, hands down. So that concludes my Kendall and Kylie review. I hope you guys found it extremely informational, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. I always genuinely appreciate it. And if you haven't already, I would love for you to subscribe. All you have to do is click my face right here, and you can watch some of my other Kylie Cosmetics videos right here. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye!